Hello everybody, my name is Rydo and today we are starting a new series. Uh, Admittedly this series is kind of a cheat on my part because it is a game show. By the name You Don't Know Jack, this is a 1995 game. There is a 2011 You Don't Know Jack that I will be covering later, but this is the original game. So I will be playing a 21 question game show once per episode. It has a unique comedy to it. You will notice that there's black bars on the sides. This is so old since it's 1995. There's no way to adjust the video settings. You can see the options right now are turn the volume up, turn the volume down, resume play, start over, or quit. And that is the only options. Uh, Now, I do not know exactly how many questions of the randomly picked questions there are in this game, but my own little snooping seems to indicate to me that there's probably somewhere around 1,023. No, 1,203. So 21 questions divided into 1,203, you're talking like 60, maybe 70 gameplays straight if you don't get any repeats. I seriously doubt I will be playing this that much. I'm going to be playing probably around 40 of Volume 1 Extra Large, which is what this is, and then I'm going to move on to Volume 2, uh, then Volume 3, then Volume 4. Volume 5 was actually an online game, so you can't play it anymore, so then you skip to Volume 6. Let's go ahead and resume. This is how the game starts each time. And let's just show you how the game goes without me playing to begin with.
60 seconds. Hey, I need a different. Who's got
You
a
start with
320
them
wrench?
in the background. You can
It's
hear
flying in
them
for you, Les.
setting up
I need it
the
now.
TV
It's
show.
coming, Les. Cookie, I need names, please.
Yeah, no sweat.
It's a video game
You
about
okay? Got it?
making
Hang
a
on.
Here we go.
a
Here's
Okay,
level one.
everybody, I need to
TV
focus. Let's do
show
a,
question.
Hello, people. How you doing? My name's Cookie. Welcome to our show here. How many people are going to be playing the game?
So
Blah, blah, blah.
Cookie is
Hello,
our
hello, hello.
is the
Yeah,
Hey,
host.
wake up! How many players?
He's yelling at us now.
user 19, please.
Hey, Carl.
You hear a bunch of noise
Houston,
in the
we got a
background.
problem. I don't think we got any players.
What? Oh, brother. Just pull people from the audience.
Les.
If you don't hit any button, it will go into demo mode here. And so this is the start of the TV show. Jellyvision's the name of the company that made this game. This is kind of an educational game with a dark twist. Did I say the name of the game was You Don't Know Jack? Oops. Yeah, that's the name of the
We
game.
got ourselves a trio, a triangle, a love triangle, a menage a trois. Maybe I should lay out some newspaper. Tell you something, we got one fabulous show for you tonight, so let's set up. All right, first of all, we got to pass out some hardware here. So here you go, giving all three of you one screw each for round one. Now, let's say a question comes up and you look next to you and you can see your neighbor doesn't have a clue to save their life. Screw them. Buzz in and hit the S key. That'll force them to answer that question anyway. Got it? Okay, my little pebbles, it's time to rock.
So there's no control support at all.
Player 3,
as
pick
far
a
as this
category
is.
for me.
And oddly, you don't get to play against the computer characters if you
My choice now,
aren't
and
in
I want
demo
this one.
mode. So since the demo
All right, let's see
characters
what we're
can't
doing here.
play,
Infectious
the
diseases
host
and
just
household
picks
products.
something.
Okay, shouldn't be too tough. This question's going to be worth $1,000. Now, I want you to imagine this hilarious episode of Three's Company. Sexually promiscuous Larry mistakenly asked for the clapper for his birthday because he thinks it will help protect him from what? Darkness, measles, malaria, or gonorrhea.
So we know what the clapper is. It's a device that will protect us from darkness, but the correct answer is gonorrhea, which is a
Too bad you
STD.
didn't pick this. Yeah, Larry thought he could just go, and suddenly his little problem would be gone. Yeah, I think it's time somebody
See,
told
the-
Larry
the-
about antibiotics.
Demo people aren't answering. I'm not sure if they even
Player
do.
1, pick one.
I'm not sure if there's any AI here really, or demo mode is really just this. So, if you were gonna play this with
Hey,
more than
what
one
the hell are you
player,
trying
you'd
to
have
figure
to
out?
share the same keyboard, which is ridiculous.
This one's gonna be
Something
rock,
you'd
paper, scissors, and
probably not
protectors of
being
world order.
acceptable in
I'm paying out
1995,
$2,000 if you get this one
but
right. Do you know the rules of rock, paper,
joystick
scissors?
inputs
Imagine
back
that
then
Rambo
were
is a
a
rock,
lot
James
worse.
Bond is a paper, and Dick Tracy is a pair
So
of scissors.
one of these
What can
players
happen in a battle
could
between them? Rambo
try the
strangles Tracy, is
screw,
shot
which
by
would
Bond.
take
Bond covers Tracy, is
2,000
crushed by
away
Rambo.
from somebody
Bond
if they
smothers
get
Rambo,
the
cut in
answer
half by
wrong,
Tracy,
because
or
you
Tracy
always
slices
lose
Rambo, is suffocated by
what's up,
Bond.
the value, whatever amount you're playing for if you get it wrong. But if you get it, if the person you try to screw gets it
Here's
right,
what you should have
they get
guessed.
the
Bond
$2,000
smothers
and
Rambo
you
is
lose
cut in two by
2,000.
Tracy. Or in other words, paper covers rock, scissors cuts paper.
Unfortunately, playing as the first,
What do you say, Flair?
as
How
a
about it?
one-player only game, as I'm going to have to play it, because I certainly am not going to try to bring other people to play this with me
Not that I mind sitting here getting old,
for
but
this version. We're gonna
here's the
not be able to
category.
use
The
the
Addams
screw
Family
mechanic
and the
at
Oval
all.
Office. And this one's
So
going to be
that's
worth...
the first three questions. As we get further into the game, it will throw out some different styles of questions, uh, but mostly for the rest of the series, this is just going to be me playing this game. I'm going to make probably not a ton of commentary on the game or the questions because it is such a fast-paced thing. It doesn't give me 2 minutes to talk about something. It's not really even going to give me very much time to even talk over the answers. So this is really mostly just going to be me showing off my intelligence, which I know a lot of things, but again, this is 1995 knowledge, so things may be different, may have been known differently back then. The answers may have changed, and then there are certainly a lot of things I don't know. Uh, one of the versions of this game is specifically centered around sports, so I will probably do particularly bad when I cover that. But right now I'm imagining somewhere between 20 and 40 games will be aired over the night, depending on how long each recording goes. I may release 2 episodes per day or just one. And somewhere over 40, if I decide to hit double and go 80 episodes, you'll see probably around almost all the questions, but still there would be a lot of reason to play this game. But the graphics certainly suffer. Uh, this is running at 640 by 480. You cannot adjust the graphics at all. That's the black bars on the side. Uh, I'm recording this with the video upscaled to 1080p 60 frames per second because that's all the videos I make are at that resolution. So the video you're looking at is technically 1080p, but the source material of the game itself is not 1080p, which often happens in video games. Like, even though I record at 60 frames per second my recordings, that doesn't mean the game is always giving 60 frames per second. And that is true for any video you'll find of any video game anywhere. No, very few games give consistently 60 frames per second. Uh, but let's start in now that you've kind of got the idea. I think you can catch on to everything else. Here we go. Start
60
over.
seconds.
Nate, how was your weekend?
Out of 10.
Yeah, like
About
out
a
of 10.
3.5.
That's too bad. Hey, Cookie, get the names, please, okay?
This intro is different each time,
Nate, I need a sound check.
and we'll
Hello, I'm a
say
little teapot, short and stout.
different things at
Testance,
different
how you
dates
doing?
and
Welcome
times.
to our show.
If you
Why
play
don't
it
you
at
tell me
night,
how
they'll
many
mention
people are
you're
gonna be
playing
playing
at
this
night.
game?
If you play it early in the morning, they'll mention that.
It's gone.
If you play it on
Oh,
Christmas,
Yo,
it'll mention
was
that.
I speaking too quietly?
One
All
player
right, we're
this
doing
time.
the solo thing. I need a name here.
So I just type in my name.
Ready to go if you give me a Bernstein wedge.
What's going on?
I need a Bernstein wedge.
Okay, flying right in.
Hey, Kev,
Yeah?
I need a sound check on one other thing. Are you looking for a 7-question tournament game or more like a full 21-question game?
I could have played 7 questions, but I just want to go 21.
You guys got that in there?
I'll
I see
do
you don't know
21
what
each
you want
time.
to do. Well, we'll do. Okay, got it.
30 seconds. Are you okay?
Your buzzer is the letter B, as in Betty bakes me bread.
So, if you were playing with 3 players, it would be
ball
the
blew on the
letters
5K. I need
Q,
another one
B,
quick,
and
please. Thanks.
P. Imagine 3
Hey,
people
we got 20.
around the
All right,
keyboard
question comes
trying
on the
to do
screen.
that.
You think you know the answer, you buzz in, you pick one of the choices on the screen. You got that?
10 seconds.
Yeah, I got
Good
that.
luck.
Okay, can we get the desktop out of here? Okay, we got a show here. Let's make it happen.
Now,
Let's go to black.
a lot of the
Okay, this is for real, guys. Let's go.
flavor of this is the intro, so I wouldn't skip the intro. I'm not going to skip the intro each time. So we'll go through this and listen to them talk. I'll be mostly silent. And some of this is going to be kind of repetitive. The 2011 version of this really improved a few things, but I want to hit the questions as it originally
Welcome to You
was.
Don't
Although
Know
these
Jack.
questions may very well have
You
gotten
comfortable?
put in the 2011
We're starting.
version, which you can get by getting the Jackbox
How about it? Hit me
party
with the
pack.
category.
I think I'll just take number 1.
The category, is it real or is it breakfast? And this one's going to be worth $1,000. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. On the TV commercial for this product, a spokesperson tells strips of bacon to move over and make room for something meatier. What is it? Sizzle Tasties, Bacon, Strippies, or Sizzling?
I have no idea. This is a 1995 commercial. So if I get it wrong, I'll lose money, so I'm not going to guess.
Now the correct answer is Sizzling.
I would have gotten it wrong. So what's going to
Alright,
beat
come
me
on,
up
Yeti,
here
we need a category.
is that I'm just going to not know old things. I'm going to stick with just number 1 until I start recognizing some of
Let's
these
see.
options.
I like this one.
Or, well, you picked that for me.
The category behind this question is, so drunk you're calling your beer glass Sally. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Imagine that Emperor Nebuchadnezzar, Wise Man Balthazar, Old Guy Methuselah, and Magnum P.I. are all sitting around drinking champagne together. Then Balthazar stands up claiming his champagne bottle is the biggest and the night turns ugly. If each man is drinking from the champagne bottle that has the same name as he does, who can legitimately claim that he's got the biggest bottle? Methuselah, Magnum P.I.,
I have
Nebuchadnezzar,
no
or
clue.
Balthazar?
I have no clue. I don't drink alcohol. Wow. This is going to be a series about me showing how dumb I
Actually,
am.
it's the Nebuchadnezzar. The Nebuchadnezzar is 15 liters of champagne. Now, if he really wants to win the argument, he should challenge them all to a who can pee for the longest contest. Okay, pick a category.
The way I think the game works is there's 31 folders in the files. I believe it takes one
Sorry,
at
Speed
random,
Racer.
or 3 at random, and offers them to you
The
there.
name of this category is World Dominatrix.
and
we
picks
will
a
pay out
question.
$3,000 for this one. It said that Catherine the Great died while she was riding her horse, or
So,
rather, while her horse was riding her.
It's going to be
but
so
that isn't
random
actually
each
true.
time you play.
Which of
You
these
could play
famous
this
rulers
over and over
actually
again.
did die while getting some action? Attila the Hun, Ramses II, King of Egypt, Napoleon, or Abraham
Well, I know it's
Lincoln?
not Lincoln. I don't think it's Napoleon. I don't think it's Ramses. I would guess Attila the Hun.
And let's see the correct answer. Attila the Hun. He died while having sex, and they say he had a great big smile on his face when they buried him. But you know, if he died right in the middle of it, he had one of those contorted orgasm faces.
So I'm not doing any better than the
How
dumb
about it? Hit me with
AIs
the category.
at this point. I'm gonna have to start jumping in there and
Oh,
answering.
mess butt tit slime chore.
It's time for a ticklish past gun.
The category for this gibberish question? Dining etiquette and remaining calm. $5,000 is the opening value for this gibberish question. Okay, now remember, you don't have all the time in the world here. The less time you take, the more money you make. Okay, now watch out. We got some punctuation in this one that's meant to throw you off. With what message does this rhyme? No, Kurt. Go use low nervous. Hint number 1, it's a posting of rules. Kind of like no ball playing. Hint number 2, it's a posting of rules you often see on the door of restaurants. It warns you that you gotta wear proper attire. And I am warning you to hurry up.
I have no idea what's even going on in this gibberish thing.
Don't eat out much, do you? Hey, pal, didn't you see the sign? No Kurt, go use, low nervous.
No shirt, no shoes,
So,
no service.
I guess no pants is okay.
Oh, so it just rhymes
Hey,
with
come
that.
on, hit me. We need a category.
There's a cheat there if you type in the F word and then space FYOU, he will get mad at
What's
you.
wrong? Did your
I'll
fingers
probably
atrophy?
will do that next time. But obviously
Next
I need
up,
to start jumping
Science in the
in
Department
here
of
and just
Corrections.
guessing.
The amount on the table is $3
instead of
grand. Okay, get your
holding
fingers
back.
ready. Let's get busy.
Otherwise I'm
The
not
warden
gonna
of a prison wanted to put certain convicts in the Hadley cell. What would he need to do to them first? Fly them to the moon, make them lighter than air, inject them into a pig, or cut them
I'm
in
gonna
half?
guess one.
Would you like to take a trip to the moon? You got it.
So he makes fun of me and I
here's
lose
the right answer.
3,000.
You'd have to make them lighter than air, because the Hadley cell is an air current pattern. How
So,
about it? Hit me with a
The
category.
right way is to not guess. You cannot afford to guess. Now,
The category
specific
is bet
question
you can't
numbers
eat just
will
one.
do weird
and we are talking
answers.
$1,000 for this question. Hang on tight, because here we go. You're grilling up some foot-long human hot dogs. How many foot-long buns do you need to accommodate an average large intestine? Would you need 5, 15, 23, or 42?
I would guess 3.
You're hungry, aren't you? You're also wrong. Should have picked this.
5
The
feet.
large intestine is a mere 5 feet long.
Oh,
And I
the
want
large
one with a side of
intestine.
colon.
I was
and
thinking
can
the
you throw
whole
some kidney
intestine.
stones on there? Okay, pick a category.
So, I am not as smart as I thought I was gonna be. I kind of suspected this was
This one's gonna be 2 aliens, a robot, and people named after appendages. And this one's gonna be worth $2,000. Hope you're ready, because here's one coming at you. The sign in front of the tilt-a-whirl reads, must be over 3 feet 7 inches tall to ride. Of the following, who can ride? R2-D2, E.T., General Tom Thumb, or Alf?
I would guess Alf.
Nope, Alf's only 3 feet. You know what you could have picked? You could have picked this. R2-D2, he stands 3'8" in bare feet. All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Huey and Deweyville, why not?
Wait a second. Huey and Deweyville? Don't they have a brother named Louisville? Louisville, Kentucky? Flying over the lines to Louisville, Kentucky, that's area code 502. Hang tight, kiddies. We're going on a fiber optic field trip. Okay, just flipping through the Louisville, Kentucky phone book here and picking out a name at random. And what do you say we go with Miss Myra Martin? Okay, we are dialing Myra Martin in Louisville, Kentucky. And for our fiber optic field trip, let's
I
see
don't
if
know
she's
what's
home.
going on.
Waiting on Myra Martin.
Hello?
Hello, is this Myra Martin?
Yes, it is.
Myra, hi, my name is Nate, and I'm actually the host of a CD-ROM game show called You Don't Know Jack, and I just picked your number at random out of the Louisville White Pages, and basically, Myra, this is probably a strange request, but we need a question for our trivia game here, and if you've got a minute, I was wondering if you think you could help us come up with a question. I'm not trying to sell you anything. This is just for fun.
Sure, that'd be great.
Really?
Yes.
Boy, that was easy. That's great. Myra, what do you do in Louisville?
I work at a hair salon.
Oh, a hair salon. Cool. Well, maybe we'll do a hair question. Do you like doing hair?
I love it.
You love it. All right, so you got to come up with a hair question for us. So, Myra, I'm going to put you on with our producer.
Okay.
And his name is Cookie, and he'll explain everything to you.
All right.
And Myra, be creative. I'd love a hair question, but, it can be on whatever you want.
Oh, that's Great.
All right, Myra, stay on the line. Okay, we'll be back to our fiber optic field trip in just a few questions, but in the meantime, we need another category.
So I've apparently
How
unlocked
about it? Hit me
something
with a category.
by picking that one. Let's try this.
Here's the category. 1970s rock and volcanic rock. And it looks like you can win 1,000 greenbacks for this one.
The
Okay,
values
get
seem to
yourself
be
set.
kind of
It's
random.
time. If Simon and Garfunkel's song I Am a Rock were really called I Am a Rock That Erupted from a Volcano and Then Hardened, what kind of rock would Simon and Garfunkel be singing about? Metamorphic, igneous, sedimentary, or pet?
I think it's sedimentary. Let's get.
Sedimentary? No, that'd be if their song were called I Am a Rock That Is Formed from the Continual Buildup of Sediment Over the Years. That's a catchy title. Oh well.
I'm
you
gonna
should've picked
lose
this.
on all of
Yeah,
these,
rock
aren't I?
formed from hardened molten material is called igneous.
This is gonna be
All right,
verifiable
come on,
proof.
hit me. We need a
I don't
category.
know anything. Let's try this one.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. Greek mythology at the mall. Right here, $1,000 for a right answer. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. You want to take your buddy Achilles shopping for some new shoes before his next big battle. Now, knowing his weakness, which of the following will offer him the best protection? Flip-flops, pumps, mules, or slingbacks?
I think slingbacks, but maybe
A
pumps.
nice pair of pumps. The only shoes in the group that would really cover Achilles' famous vulnerable heel. Okay.
Even
pick
trying
the
to figure out
category.
what they want is strange.
The category, job opportunities for a real cut-up. And we are talking $1,000 for this question. For what job would you place the following classified ad? Help wanted, singers. If you're male, like high notes, demand free post-op care, don't mind getting pudgy, never want to worry about having kids, this is for you. No equipment required. Bass player, alto, castrati, or soprano?
I have no idea.
In case you're curious about the
I
correct
think
answer,
it's castrati.
in the 17th century, castrati were male singers castrated to preserve their prepubescent voice. And you thought your boss was demanding. Okay, we're at the end of round one now. On to round two. Now, we are one round away from the Jack Attack, and all the questions in this round are going to be worth more than a round one. So pay attention, and let's do it. All right, coming back to our fiber optic field trip, we've got Myra Martin on the line from Louisville, Kentucky. Myra, you there?
Yeah.
All right, Myra, get yourself set. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, Myra, tell us the category.
The category is hair.
Here it is, and we're going to make this category worth $5,000. All right, Myra, you know what to do. Take it away.
Put your fingers on your buzzer. Who has more hair per square inch? Redhead, blonde, brunette, or grayhead?
What? Gray heads, I guess, because I guess that's not that must be some kind of other creature.
How about gray heads, Myra?
No, grayheads is wrong, but we can fix that for them.
All right, Myra, tell us what the correct answer is.
The correct answer is blonde. I don't know if blondes have more fun, but they do have more hair per square inch.
All right, great hair question, Myra. Thank you very much.
How would you supposed to even know that?
All right, I think we already got your address, so we'll send you a T-shirt or something. So you take it easy, Myra. Thanks.
You too.
That was Myra Martin of Louisville, Kentucky. All right, let's keep going.
Shouldn't have even answered.
How about it? Hit me with a category.
Let's try we're not in Kansas anymore.
Let's delve into question 12.
The category behind this question is, we're not in Kansas anymore. And we are talking 4,000 big ones. Okay, we're coming at you. Heads up. Where would Arnold Ziffel feel least comfortable? A woman's locker room, a barbecue, a farm, or a school?
I think a barbecue because he's a pig.
A barbecue. Hey, give me some ribs there, boy. Arnold, no! All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
Question 13.
The category is Wonder Drugs and Career Day. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. Nitrous oxide is the clown, and sodium pentothal is to comedian, judge, pharmacist, or banker.
Let's see. Judge?
Judge.
Because sodium
And that's the
pentothal is truth serum.
How about it?
I guess I should have him
Category.
answer. I'm gonna just hang back and let him handle the show.
Next up. Hey, where are you sticking that hand? And if you can figure this one out, I can pay you $4,000. Okay, hang tight. Put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the question. Which of the following is a Sesame Street Muppet inspired by a real-life person? Senator Walter Mongoose, Red Spotted Newt Gingrich, H. Ross Parrott, or Mayor Ed Conch?
I don't know.
Here's what you
I have
should have
no clue.
guessed. H. Ross Parrott. He's small, he's got a high voice,
Sesame
and he's annoying
Street's
as hell,
changed a
just
lot
like a real
over the
parrot.
years.
Okay, pick a category.
Half of these questions are not valid anymore. That's the problem. I have to think back into
The name of this category
1995.
is Which. This question's gonna be worth $2,001 bills. All right, I want you to think back now to that classic movie, The Wizard of Oz. If a cartographer made a map of Oz and put the faces of its famous witches from the movie at the appropriate points on the compass, which point would be witchless? North, east, west, or south?
It's either north or south.
North. Poor Glinda. Everyone always forgets her. Nice girls always get left out.
No, it was
Now, the
south.
correct answer is south. There's no Wicked Witch of the South in the movie. Naturally, she's sunbathing in Miami. How about it? Hit me with a category.
TV Wars, let's try that.
Flush your head down the latrine.
Ease your way with sour cream.
16.
This one's gonna be TV Wars. Hello, this one's gonna be worth $6,000. Okay, let's get this ball rolling. If they made a TV army, who would be the highest ranking officer? Sergeant Schultz, Hawkeye Pierce, Gomer Pyle, or Steve Austin?
I'm gonna just guess Steve Austin.
Colonel Steve Austin. He has the highest rank, and he fought Bigfoot. What a stud. All right, come on, hit me. We need... All right, let's see what we're doing here. Dickens and game shows. It's going to be worth $4,000. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. If the show What's My Line used cities as contestants instead of people, which two cities would be able to answer yes to the question, did you star in A Tale of Two Cities? Rome and Moscow, New York and Peking, Liverpool and Frankfurt, or London and Paris?
I think Rome and Moscow.
That's pretty way off.
Oops.
Try London and Paris.
That was my second
Here's
guess.
another question I would have thrown at him. Have you ever seen Charles Dickens naked? How
So
about it?
since
Hit
I'm
me with
playing
the
by
category.
myself, I don't have to buzz in. I guess I will next time just to show the difference.
Here's the category. Eats like a bird. And this one is not going to be easy. $6,000. You know, nobody ever seems to see baby pigeons, but that doesn't mean they don't exist. What term most accurately describes the type of nourishment new pigeon parents offer their offspring? Garbage gruel, pigeon milk, slug soup, or bug biscuits? Go for it. Bug biscuits? Oh yeah, great with a dab of honey. Or maybe you call it bee spit. Too bad you didn't pick this. Pigeon milk, a regurgitated white fluid that's amazingly similar to the milk produced by mammals. But for some reason, pigeon milk just never caught on as a non-dairy creamer.
So I could buzz in. I don't have to
Okay,
since I'm
pick a
playing by
category.
myself. I can just answer. Let's try speed traps and minor sitcom characters.
The category,
We have
speed traps and minor sitcom
just a
characters.
couple
I'm paying
more,
out $2,000
and then we
if you
do
get
the
this one
Jack
right.
Attack.
I'm trying to figure out what is this thing called? You know, it's one of those electronic devices to find things you can't see. It's a palindrome, and it was also the nickname of that little corporal guy on from MASH from
All
Iowa.
right, so
What
it
is
has
that
to be
called?
radar
Is it a
because that's the
radar, a
only
radio, a
word.
clinger, or a
It's a
honka?
palindrome, which means read the same backwards as forward.
Sweet. So do you think he sensed his career ending when he quit the show? How about it? Hit me with the category.
Question number 20.
Next up, I feel a little flat today. And this one shouldn't be too tough. 4K for this one. As you know, every fine actor's dream is to have his or her likeness made into a cartoon. Which of the following primetime shows never made the jump from 3 dimensions to 2? Starsky and Hutch, I Dream of Jeannie, The Brady Bunch, or The Jacksons?
Starsky and Hutch is going to be my guess. Really, really old TV shows
Starsky
now.
and Hutch.
I'm recording this in 2015.
Never made into a cartoon, although you'd be hard-pressed to find a character like Huggy Bear in the
Late
real world.
2015.
All right, come on, hit me. We
You're
need a
talking
category.
20 years ago. These questions are. Oops, I made a mistake. It's true.
Jack Attack time. Soon as you see 2 words on the screen that go together, buzz in. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. Every time you're wrong. And careful, cause not all matches are equal. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Oops, I made a mistake. Put your fingers on your buzzers. Let's see how many mistakes you make on this.
Boogie Golf. Golf. Got time. Traveling, blackjack, horseshoes, itching. I'm looking for basketball. Double fault is tennis. Clipping is not toenails, it's hockey. But I'm not seeing clipping in there as hockey. Cross-checking. Hockey? I guess. Ball is a quarterback. I don't know. Just don't answer if you don't know. That's the truth of this game. Scratch is, what? Horseshoes? Blackjack? No. Marathon running? Slam dunk? Toenails? Horseshoes? Curling? The music's getting me. It's marathon running? Goalie? Bench warmer? Baseball. Balkan baseball, apparently. This is sports questions. I told you I couldn't do these. No! Football. It's not blackjack. Is it clipping is football?
Oh, God, that was ugly! I didn't even think that bad. Now we've got to look at your final score. That's the game!
Player, just think, if you only got 1 or 2 more questions right, you could be at 0 right now and still feel like you played a lousy game. So don't sweat it, cuz you don't know Jack.
And this is true.
Hey, Cookie, what's the deal
I don't
with
know,
the
Jack.
contestants now?
Listen, excuse me, whenever you feel like playing again, you just gotta let me know, alright?
When Her Majesty's citizens are in trouble, they call on the government. But when the government is in trouble, they
So-
call on one man.
There is a
Nate Shapiro is Secret Agent 004.
How you doing there, Mr. Prime Minister?
004. 25
Secret
cubic meters
here,
of enriched
too, I
plutonium
think
have been
you'll
stolen
get
from
the
reactor
bloopers if
X-13.
you
We
hit
believe Axis
B
Greed has built the
right
bomb.
now.
What do you want me to do, Chief? Recover the plutonium,
Let's see.
defuse the bomb, or defuse the bomb and kill the
Well, his
perpetrator?
eyes are moving. I hit could be.
004, do you think I'm beautiful?
I'll say you're kind of a cross between Botticelli's Birth of Venus and the lead character in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats.
Who do you think you are, 004? You'll
So-
never stop us.
Oh, what do you think
This
will happen?
is You
You'll
Don't Know
actually blow up
Jack.
England, you'll
If
take control
I
of the
hadn't
jungle,
done the
or I'll kill
intro
you
and
on the
shown
spot
that
with my
off the first
cigarette
time,
lighter.
we
Will
would
blow
be
up England?
right
I don't
around
think so.
30 minutes for this.
Mike Shapiro is Secret
recording.
Agent 004 in Watch
So-
Your Back, Jack.
We will each recording go from the beginning all the way through the credits, and the middle part will be the part where I get all the questions totally wrong, which is exactly what I did even in the 2011 things. This game is not for the normal person. If you're really trying to win, you're going to lose. It's going to ask you strange questions.
Ah, women, they're
It's
everywhere. You'd
going
like to
to
approach
give
them,
you
talk to them, even ask them out
potential
on a date, but you just don't
answers
know
that
how
confuse
until
you.
now.
And
Hello,
even if
I
you
am Ira
do
Pudlis, author
very
of the
good
best-selling
and
book,
get
How
all
to Talk
the
to Women,
questions
and I'd
up
like
to
to
the
share my
Jack
secrets with
Attack
you. I'm offering a 3-day
the
seminar
Jack
where you'll learn how
Attack
to be
is
the man
designed
they
to
want
screw
you to
you
be.
up.
The rebel without a cause.
This game
Hold on
is
tight,
about
baby.
beating
We're busting out
down
of
the
this
player,
hellhole.
The rebel with a
and
cause.
Let's
you
say
have
I
to
pick you
learn
up,
to
we'll grab
enjoy
some
it.
tofu burgers and check out the pro-choice rally. I hear they're reading from our mothers
So,
ourselves.
The professor.
This series
Diana,
is
Diana,
going to go
Greek for
on
goddess of the hunt, huh? I love your
probably
necklace. It's an
for a
isosceles
long
triangle.
time.
See?
It's
It
going
has
to
two
help
straight
me
sides
on
of
my
equal length and
channel
two angles
quite
of
a
equal
bit.
size.
The nutty
Have more
professor.
free
Lady.
time
The boy
to
in the hood.
Yo, sister,
record
you
other
rock my world.
things,
You
fill
porch my
in some
swing.
other
You
time
lift my cradle.
slots.
You fold my
I'm
sheets.
getting
you
up
make my lunch.
to
You lick my
6
stamp.
time
It's that
slots
easy. Call now and you'll
right
learn how
now,
to be the
6
hungry
different
Jack, the
videos
cuddly
every
bear, the
Monday
sports
through
king,
Friday.
the buccaneer, and
So,
Goldfinger. Why be
I will
yourself when you can
probably
be someone
release
else?
two versions of this every recording, and uh, what 2 recordings of this every day, because 30 minutes seems about right. And we will do this volume 1. Things change a little bit, and you get different questions, obviously, when we get to volume 2 and work our way up. Uh, but I think we'll do this probably 40 times, so that would be 20 days every Monday through Friday. That's about a month to just watch volume 1. That gives me quite a few months. I have about 9 different versions of You Don't Know Jack, so that's about 9 months right there of recordings. Uh, so effectively, this is going to be my game show hour of the game. Uh, After I do all of the classic You Don't Know Jacks, I will get the Jackbox Party Pack, which I would recommend, really, if you want to play a game, is play that first. It's going to have the newer games. It's going to have a lot of different games. This is just, You Don't Know Jack by itself is just going to be answering questions with a few slight different ways of asking you questions and presenting answers to you. But the Jackbox Party Pack has several other games. There's, I believe, 5 games in there, and You Don't Know Jack is only one of them. So I would get that. And I would also recommend getting friends and playing those with you. Even this game would work a lot better if you could get 3 people around one keyboard. Now you can do that actually in 2015 kind of easily, because you can get wireless USB keyboards, give each player one, and it should recognize it and work just fine. I haven't experimented with that, but in theory that should work. Uh, in 1995, you probably didn't have any USB connections that would work at all, so uh, people really would have gotten around one single keyboard, which would have been weird. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording, and I end all my recordings the same way. I ask you to like this video. I ask you to share it with your friends. This will be an interesting series in which you can share it with your friends and show just how little I know and how much smarter you are, because I'm sure you people watching this will get a lot more right than me. Comment down below if you want to. Uh, as far as I saw, I couldn't easily find a list to all the answers, and it really wouldn't be worth it to to try and find all the answers and cheat on this. There's no achievements or anything for a game this old, so it would simply be just to show off for myself if I was looking up answers. Now, when you get to the 2011 version of the game, there are a few questions that have the right wrong answer. So there's a wrong answer of the four options that if you select that, you will actually get more points than if you select the actual correct answer. And you might look that up when you're playing that one. But for most questions, just enjoy it. Just have fun. I can tell you this would have been a great game in 1995. It's still a great game in 2015 because of its simplicity. Answer the questions, play on a game show. I'm probably never going to be on a game show in real life. This will get me kind of close. And I kind of like its dark humor. Uh, if you want to support me, you can click on my name Rydo. That'll take you to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. If you click that, you can make a donation. Any amount would help. Also on my main YouTube page is my playlist tab. Click that. You can see a playlist for every single game I've covered. I'm sure there's something there that interests you, that will interest you. This series will come back at the same time it airs right now. So if you saw this, I believe at 4 o'clock Central Time, U.S., it will come back, I think, at that same hour. Uh, however, if you saw this at 4:30, go back and watch the one before this because you've missed. Well, this is episode 1, but if you saw a future episode at 4:30, anything that I release at 30, that means there's 2 copies of it. Because I only start shows at the o'clocks, not the 30s of hours, if that makes any sense. So 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock is new shows. If I release anything at 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, it's because it's a second episode for that day. Also down below in the description box, I have a bunch of links to social media sites. I ask everybody to friend and follow me on all of those. You can friend me on Steam. You can friend me on Bell.net. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Tumblr. Uh, Following me on all of those services will tell you immediately when a new video comes out, except for Steam and Bell.net that don't have that capability. So follow me on Twitter. You'll know the exact second a new video comes out. That helps you. It also helps me a lot to have more followers on those services because then I can show uh, potential video game makers or potential companies that might want to work with me in some other way that I have a lot of fans and viewers, and that's helpful for other things. And that is it. So thank you for watching this episode. Next episode will be considerably shorter. And have a good evening. Goodbye.